In the last video I did about Snow White, I don't know, it was a week or two ago. I think it might have been a week ago. I was going into how they had a new trailer for the movie that was released in theaters, but strangely, Disney had not put it up on their YouTube page at the time, which people noticed, and that was kind of weird. Well folks, it looks like it's up now. I'm on Disney's YouTube page and I scroll down a bit, look what we have here. Disney's Snow White official trailer in theaters March 21st. Let's take a look at this. Now folks, I'm not here to see the trailer. Instead, I'm here to read comments, because that's more fun when they make terrible movies like this. Let's read some of these comments just for fun. Here's the first comment we have. Number 1, immediately pause video. Number 2, read comments section. That's exactly what I did just now. Oh, and let's take note of this. This comment has 27,000 likes. If I scroll up here to the trailer has 23,000 likes. Yeah, I don't have the Google Chrome extension. It's one of many things I need to get around to doing, but right now I don't have it. But yeah, this is funny. Let's keep reading. Wow, Disney, you are truly incredible. It took you 3 years, multiple rewrites, unnecessary CGI, and $209 million just for me to enjoy a comment section of a movie I will never watch. Bless you. That's exactly what I'm doing too. I'm here to enjoy a comment section for a movie I'm never going to watch. Although I will say this, $209 million, there's been rumor that the budget is close to $400 million now. After doing a bunch of reshoots, I guess their budget now is enormous. And if that's the case, folks, mathematically, this movie has no chance of making money. I'll give Disney some credit. They are brave enough to leave the comments section open. I need to do some math real quick here. Hang on, I got my phone right next to me. I just need to figure out the ratio here because 528,000, that's a lot more than 23,000. Hang on, 528 divided by 23, that is 22.956 times the amount of dislikes to likes. So there are 22.9565217 times as many dislikes as there are likes for this trailer. Holy smokes, folks. Holy smokes. I mean, everybody hates this upcoming movie. Maybe there's 10 people out there that really want to see it, but that's it. At this point, the comments section is the real magic mirror. If I saw this movie on a plane, I would still walk out. Oh, here's a good comment. This trailer did lead to some good things. As this person said, this trailer saved my dad. He has been in a coma for 8 months, and when I played this trailer, he woke up and got out of bed to turn it off. Thank you, Disney. Well, that's very good to know. Okay, so, what are my general thoughts on this movie? What are my thoughts on the overall reaction to this trailer being released online and everybody hating it? So last year, close to Halloween, Disney announced they were going to delay this movie by a year. It was supposed to come out in March of this year, but instead it's going to be coming out March next year, 2025. At the time when they delayed the movie, Disney was citing the actors' strikes, which I look at that and I'm thinking, yeah, that could be a reason. But interestingly, this movie was also delayed at a time when it was in the middle of a PR nightmare. We had several comments resurface from Rachel Zegler, the star of Snow White, and in those comments she was completely disrespectful to the original Snow White, the original animated Snow White that came out over 80 years ago. Let's see, she called that movie dated. She said that the prince was a stalker. She also talked about how they were going to be changing Snow White. They were going to really be quote-unquote updating it for a modern audience. She was talking about how Snow White was instead in this movie going to be a strong, fierce girl boss leader. From what we see in the trailer, she's going to be leading this revolution against the queen. Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot, they have said repeatedly that Snow White is not going to be saved by a prince. Why exactly would they make that change in this modern Snow White? Well, very simple. In the current year, you cannot portray a female character as needing a man's help in any single slight way. If you do that, then you're a sexist. Especially if you show a woman being rescued by a man, you especially cannot do that today. It's not politically correct. You have to portray all female characters as being strong and empowered. You have to show them as being girl boss queens. Basically, if you do anything less than that, then you're sexist. You hate women, apparently. Which, look, Snow White in the fairy tale, yeah, she did get rescued by a prince. If you want to hate that, you're free to, but that's how it went. Now, if Disney wants to make a girl boss princess movie, fine, they're free to do that, but if you ask me, how about they just make a new story with that? But anyway, yeah, Zegler, she made a lot of comments people don't like. A lot of people found her to be very unlikable, and as a result of all that, there's been a PR nightmare around this movie. Disney delays the movie by a full year, and while Disney was citing the actors' strikes as the reason why, I figured they had to have been hoping that a 1-year delay would give a lot of people time to Forget about all the things that Rachel Zegler said insulting the original Snow White. I think Disney had to have been hoping that a year would give time for things to cool down, and that maybe a year later the movie would have a better chance of succeeding in theaters. I mean, I think they had to have been thinking that behind closed doors. However, folks, we are now, four and a half months away from this movie coming out? If I scroll through all these comments here, no, the temperature has not cooled down at all. And again, I don't have Google Chrome extension, I need to get that, but you look at the likes-dislikes ratio from what people are saying, yeah, everybody hates this movie. Me, I thought that if this movie had any chance of making money, a couple things would have to happen. Number one, things would have to really cool down during that 1 year delay of the movie. Looks like that hasn't happened. And number two, there would have to be enough casual fans out there who are completely unaware of all the controversy around this movie and who in March will look and say, hey, there's a Snow White movie out, maybe I'll go see it. There would have to be enough of those people out there, and it would have to turn out that all the people who are upset with Rachel Zegler, it would have to turn out that there's not as many of those people as we thought, but oh boy folks, that's turning out to not be the case. It looks like a vast majority of people do not like the star of this movie and all the stuff she's been saying. They do not like the direction that they're taking with this movie, and they're not going to be paying to see it. Which means that this movie's probably not going to be making a whole lot of money, and between that and the budget apparently being enormous after so many reshoots, this could be maybe the biggest flop Disney has ever seen. We'll have to wait and see in March, but I'm looking forward to it. Have a good day, everyone.